So there was a hippo meme coin, so I aped 2k, which got me roughly 1% of the supply, slightly over. And and it's gone to 150k at peak.
Sold that?
No.
Are you?
Did you still hold it?
No, I'm still holding it, yeah.
You had a decent win the other day, right?
Yeah.
And what was that on?
Is that your biggest win?
ROI wise, it's quite insane. So I always say if you make a 2x on a risky meme, always take your initials out. Then it becomes less emotional.
Yeah, true.
Think about it, what you're riding at.
Yeah, but if you've got 150 grand technically sat there in some Panda at the minute, is that not pretty emotional?
No.
How much have you made so far off that if you released a profit?
Roughly 400k, roughly.
Do you mind saying how much is your portfolio at the sec?
So what does like a day-to-day look like for you as a trader?
What's your advice to people now wanting to get involved?
Get involved now. Don't get involved when everyone else is in 2 months. AI memes are insane. Have you heard about the story of Truth Terminal? Pet squirrel, I think, and you weren't allowed to have it as a pet or something, and I think they sedated the squirrel and it died. Something like that. Elon Musk and Trump were saying it's disgusting they've done that leading up to the campaign. The meme coin launched 2 billion.
Rest in pease.
Rest in pease, sweet peanut.
So do you know why they killed the squirrel?
I don't know the exact reason. I just saw the article.
Because they were talking about
the squirrel.
Because they were talking about the podcast.
What's your prediction for Bitcoin?
So you do crypto full time?
Yep.
Full time?
Yeah.
Like, you don't do anything else?
Nothing else, no.
How long have you been doing that for?
2 years, since 2022, full time.
That's a sick job. Don't you think? Like, just
Best
doing
job in the
crypto
world.
yourself.
Yeah.
Did you hit a big payday and then decide to go full time, or?
So where I started in recruitment. I started doing quite well commission wise, and I didn't really learn to save my money till roughly 2020. I think lockdown kind of forced me to be a man, and as much of one as I think I am. And from there started just saving. Found crypto in 2019, dabbled, started getting in, made big gains off the bull market, ran up I think 15k to 250k roughly, and then it all crashed down to 25k from 250k.
You didn't draw out nothing?
No, not a thing. Not a thing. I was like, no, I'm in this for the long run.
I reckon that everyone's got that's like a lot of people.
We don't know. We ran up to about 50, 60k, not on your level, but
we
ran up to about 50, 60k and same.
Went down slightly.
Dropped.
Not even,
60 went to like 5.
Yeah.
I think they say like 10% of people in crypto made money last cycle. But based on when you look at the charts, you're like, how did only 10% make it? It's just
it's fucking
knowing
nuts.
when to get out. That's all it is. That's the hardest part of it. It's everyone's like, oh, what coin am I going to pick? And yeah, it matters, but ultimately it's when am I going to take profits? And you don't have to take all at once. It's like have a plan, try and like take out as it goes up kind of thing.
So when you lost all that money, right? Because that time were you full time?
I was not full time. No,
you weren't full time.
Kind of got full time.
I just lost all this money. Why not I just quit my job?
So when you went all the way down, you then went full time.
I went in full time when I went all the way down, which does not make sense. But
did you make money during the bear market?
Not as much. Like kind of keeping me ticking. Like not loads, but
better than the UK average wage.
Oh no, not during the bear market. In the bear market, it was tough. But I had savings also that I kind of went through, and I burnt through my savings, and then I essentially. So when I went down for my savings, I was down to like my last K of savings. No joke, down to my last K. So I got a job from home, done 2 months there, and then everything just started picking up and taking off. And I hit a few good wins.
You were just fucking quit. See
straight away. Straight away. I was like, I quit after I think it was 2 months. After 2 months, I was like, yeah, I quit. They're like, why? And I just told them.
Have you seen the meme things where it's like when Bitcoin's going up and your boss like comes at your factory, it's like, mind who the fuck you're talking to?
Yeah, literally like that. Yeah, literally.
I haven't seen that.
Literally just left, and ever since it's been pretty crazy.
See, the thing I'm interested in, is because one method I guess a lot of people say is you need patience in crypto. So let's say you sort your portfolio, you buy a load of coins, you feel like you've bought in low at the bear market. One strategy really is just, unless you're like doing day trading stuff, is now I just have to sit on my hands and wait for the next 24 months. Whereas obviously, so when you say you're doing it full time, like I guess a downside can be if you're chopping and changing too much. So are you like trading, or what's your strategy?
Cool. So I have a strategy where I have like a core portfolio. Let's say, for example, 70% of my whole portfolio core, don't touch them. I believe in the high conviction plays. Then I have like narrative plays, which makes up another 15%. So like memes, AI, certain contemporary narratives, which I think are going to be popular short term. Then I have like a 10% degen disgusting filth bag, where I really just spend all day just having fun, looking for the next trend. And one winner can cancel out like 50 losers. It's that realistic. So it can be profitable.
So really your full-time part's kind of on mainly obviously I'm guessing researching for the big high utility
Yeah.
projects, but most of it's just on the degen side. Is the
Yeah,
full-time
just
part.
locking in. But like locking in's important. Like what a lot of people don't understand is they think you can buy a bag, sit on your crypto for 2 years, and it's going to be all fine. But the truth is, a lot of the people who are holding the old projects from last cycle haven't even broke even yet.
That is so
Because they haven't moved forward with the narrative. Things change in crypto, and we live in a world where it's like the attention economy. You can see TikTok, like people don't even want to watch 1 hour videos anymore. Most people, they
No.
want 30 seconds, don't they? Like quick, boom.
Yeah.
So it's the same with crypto. Like every 4 years, if you study every single crypto cycle from the past, the top 10s looked radically different from each cycle because money goes where attention flows, essentially.
Yeah, that's mad.
What do you think it is this bull run then? Where's the attention now?
It will be memes and AI mainly, but there's still other things to look at. So like last cycle, one of my best performers was a coin called Cardano. It was a layer 1 blockchain.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
that.
I think everyone held it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
we
Cardano.
10x that. Yeah.
Yeah. But now you've got the owners. Trump's appointing the owner, isn't he, of Cardano
Yeah.
to be on the advisory board.
Yeah.
That's why it's been pumping.
That's why it's had a good couple weeks. But
Yeah.
like, if you held Cardano from now until, from 2023 until now, you'd have underperformed someone who bought Solana, for example, because there wasn't a narrative behind it. Whereas with Solana, for example, FTX, the exchange, collapsed. Everyone said Solana was dead. And again, it's just like when you watch TV, when you vote on a show, like people like reality TV, they'll vote on the person who's gone through the rockiest path, not through the neatest path.
Yeah.
So my thought process at the time was, I think Solana's going to do well. So I rotated all my Cardano into Solana at $17, and I have held since.
It's Cardano
And it's-
88.
wait.
Yeah.
$17, and what's it at now?
It's at $240 per coin, roughly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Payday.
One of the trades of the cycle, like I've made better ROIs on other stuff, but due to the volume I went in at the time, like
So how much have you made so far off that if you released the profit?
roughly 400k, roughly. Roughly.
And are you
400.
sitting on that bag as part of your 70%?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the bag. Yeah, 100% sitting on the bag, holding. When it was at like $20, I was publicly saying I think this can go to $400. So then when it goes to $400, I'll scale out. But again, it just depends on the market. If things look overheated, then I scale out on my own accord. It's not always about the prices; it's about how are things looking.
What are you taking out like do you take money out on a daily basis to kind of live and get past, or you literally just like you've sold everything to just go all in on crypto?
Good question. So in reality, my crypto business actually brings in enough income which I can quite comfortably survive on. So as a result of that, I focus on that to survive on, and then everything in my portfolio I'm not selling yet.
Nice. So crypto business being the newsletter.
So like
groups.
the subscription group, crypto ghostwriting. So I do crypto ghostwriting for
What's
like some
that?
big X accounts. So essentially, me and my team essentially run Twitter accounts for crypto pages. Essentially, yeah. So I do that with the subscription group, and I also help out in another group for a friend. So yeah, that's kind of paying my bills and whatever, and then the rest of it is just have some fun, see what happens.
So who have you got on how many have you got on a team? Got a couple of you? Or?
Roughly 6.
Oh really?
Roughly 6, yeah.
Oh, wow.
6 writers, roughly, yeah. Well, bang on 6, yeah. Got a new one on this week, yeah.
Nice. Oh,
Mhm.
that's cool.
Yeah.
And the subscription-based model that you've got for just anybody, I suppose. Yeah, tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, so the subscription model is essentially a Telegram group chat, like your typical Telegram group chat. You have like a broadcast chat where it's just me talking so people don't miss things. They can't talk in there, it's like a channel. And then you have like a interactive chat with like sub-narratives, which I think are going to do well this cycle as sub-chats, just so things don't get lost. And yeah, quite affordable, roughly £30 a month or £300 lifetime. My kind of market is, or my thesis behind what I'm doing is, I don't want people to make the same mistake I made last cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So by catering to people with lower entry, I feel like I'd be doing more good and actually adding more value to their lives, rather than just getting a bunch of people in who are worth 7 figures and go, yeah, put in this coin.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And how many people are in the group?
Roughly 300.
Oh,
Roughly
nice.
300.
I did ask Joe if you had anything to sell, and he's told me I'm not allowed to buy anything.
Every time someone comes on the podcast, he starts buying off them. I say, mate, you're banned from buying.
So what do you do? You put in what you're doing.
Sorry?
Do you put in the groups like what you're doing?
Absolutely, in live time.
Is that every time? or
Every time I do
every
something.
single trade.
Every time I
you
take
do?
profits, every time I lose, every time I win,
Oh wow!
just
that's
take it on the
good,
chin,
decent.
man. Yeah, I
for
don't
sure.
hide the losers. I've had some
Did
horrible
you
ones.
So you had a decent win the other day, right?
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
was that on?
Is that your biggest win?
In the short period of time, yes, ROI was quite insane. So I saw there was a hippo meme coin, and it went to 300 million market cap. It's called Moodang. Some people might know about it, and they got like a Binance listing. And I thought, why has this hippo gone to 300 million? Like, how does this make sense? So I saw it's the most famous hippo in Thailand. That was the meme meta at the time. So I actually went on ChatGPT, said which animals are just as famous on TikTok as Mudeng. And it came up with a load. And the honest truth is, there's no like genius behind this. I saw a panda, and my girlfriend likes pandas. So I was like, I'm going to choose a panda. And I looked at it, done some research, and people in China are queuing up 2 hours to see this panda. So I aped 2K, which got me roughly 1% of the supply, slightly over. And and it's gone to 150K at peak. 150K.
You sold that?
No.
Are you?
Did you still hold it?
No, I'm still holding it, yeah. Still holding it.
Did you put that in your group?
Yeah.
Did you know if anyone else did it? Right,
yeah. Some guys, so one guy just put in $20 and I think he got to like 1K plus. Yeah. And another guy, fair enough. And another guy put in like 400. I think he's definitely above 10K. Then another one done something similar. Only a few of them aped because it's high risk.
Yeah.
Wow. When you say aped, what does aped mean?
Like buy, like you jump in, like you all in, like let's go.
That's mad.
Yeah.
So you own over 1% supply.
Yes.
What's the market cap currently then?
Right now it peaked at 13 million. Right now it's roughly 8 million. I got in at 180K market cap.
Wow.
Yeah, 180K. And the only reason I'm not selling, I took my initials out and some profits, so roughly 5K out, I'll be honest. The reason I'm not selling is because the hippo's gone to 600 million. And I don't want to chase that number, but based on the relative value, and another thing that I'm looking at, which maybe I'm deep in a Panda coin a bit too much, but another thing I'm looking at is China are about to be given stimulus. We had an announcement this week that they're thinking of unbanning crypto. Yeah. They're going to pick their Panda. They're going to send the Panda high. It's just logic. If meme coins really take off the way they are, logically speaking, 7 mil is nothing. So
how
they're still quite low still, isn't it, as for market cap?
The thing is with the memes that this is why I've not really got too involved with them, right? Is even though ironically the best coin that I ever had, best performance I ever had was a meme, Safe Moon, last cycle, 200 quid, turned it into, I withdrew 10 or 12 grand, so that was unreal.
Yeah.
But
did you withdraw it?
Yeah, in my pocket.
You did?
Yeah,
you didn't reinvest that money back in?
Oh.
Probably.
You didn't ape back in?
I probably did go back in, yeah. But, no, but it's because it's like, because there's no real utility, so it's like, it just feels like a complete gamble. It's like, at what point do you sell? Because sometimes they just literally drop to zero. Do you see what I mean?
Correct.
So it's like, it's a bit different when you're bought into what a project's doing, and it's like, and it's working on this AI, and it's working on integrating with Apple, and it's working on this. You're bought into the vision and the business plan. With the memes, it's just like, how popular is it on Twitter? So like, how do you know when to exit the memes?
It's TikTok now, isn't it? It's how TikTok.
Yeah, temporarily it changes, but the answer is you never really know, but it's about looking at relative value, so to speak. So like if you think something should have a certain value based on something else, not based on one thing, maybe based on a catalogue of things, then you just hold on. But I always say, if you make a 2x on a risky meme, always take your initials out. Then it becomes less emotional.
Yeah, true.
Think about it, what you're riding at.
Yeah, but if you've got 150 grand technically sat there in some Panda at the minute, is that not pretty emotional?
No. I believe it could go higher. I do. Yeah. I'll tell you what, if it hits 7 figures, I'll go to China myself and visit that Panda.
Yeah, but
pay for fast track as well. You won't be queuing 2 hours.
100% of it. Excuse me.
Oh, but yeah, mate, that's great. So, what's some of the other gems you've found and exited or holding on to at the sec?
So PopCat is the biggest cat coin in crypto. I got into PopCat at roughly 5 cents. It's now $2. 40x, put in around 5K at the time. It's now 200K.
Mate, what? So do you mind saying how much is your portfolio at the sec?
I wouldn't say exactly what it is.
Off camera.
Yeah.
7 figures.
Yeah,
then.
7 figures, yeah.
Oh, mate, nice. And what started with 25K?
Yeah, exactly that. When I started getting to like 50 level, I started dabbling with some gaming coins. Then I got attached to a coin called Quants because I thought it would change the world with CBDCs. And then that was and Cardano I had as well. And then I just pivoted to Solana really heavy. And Solana created, like I mentioned, like when I got into Solana around $17, it turned like 40 to 50K into like 400K. And then from that, I started like dabbling a bit with some other stuff and then got a big win with PopCat. And then it kind of just snowballs. When you get a couple big winners, it just really increases your portfolio.
That's what you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have the big winners. You can take the risks on all these other coins. Like have you seen the Wolf of whatever he calls himself, Sharp Investor or Wolf?
Yeah.
Like he said on the memes, and he's got a lot in crypto, big. But he said even him, he only most of the time putting like 200 quid into a meme, but he's doing like 30 a day. And he said, I'm just buying loads. But he said then literally the other day I saw he put an 846x within like few days, and it's like it just don't matter about the rest. It just covers you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, how many are you losing in order to be able to make these big wins?
It really depends. So like, I don't do 30 a day. I maybe do like, recently I've been doing 2 a day, but before I wasn't doing.
And how much are you putting in those? Like $1,000 or 2?
Between 1 and 2K.
And then some of them, like a majority of them, I guess, don't hit.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think this week I've done roughly like 8 memes in the chat, roughly 8, and 2 of them have won and 6 have lost. But I
And
put
how
2K.
big have the winners been?
Well, the Panda's one of them.
Oh,
so that's pretty much cancels out everything that previously existed.
It comes out a lifetime of memes, pretty
And then,
much.
yeah, like the other one is up roughly at the moment like 5x from like 2K. So like it's 10K, but we'll see what happens. It might.
That's the thing, you're
The
playing.
initials are out when I double.
I know 1 or 2K doesn't sound like loads, but for memes, you're playing with a decent amount there because most people aren't going to risk.
They shouldn't, by the way.
Yeah,
It's the casino. Literally, meme coins are the casino, but you come in. They're the casino with better odds than the casino. If you want to bet on sports on the weekend, you're better off downloading the Phantom wallet and jumping in the meme coin trenches.
Yeah.
Just like you should have like a proportion of your portfolio, you might as well have a little bit in it. Just
Exactly, yeah.
It could just because of it
Yeah.
could.
Exactly, and they're stealing the most mind share. The crazy thing is, a lot of people in the older coins are still waiting for the bull market. A lot of meme traders are already in the bull market and have been in it for 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll tell you a reason why meme coins are stealing mind share beyond just, oh, it's on TikTok. There's a reason there's been a paradigm shift, and it's because a lot of these utility projects you were talking about, like they've got these big use cases, these companies, and you're like, I can buy into that. Of course you can. It's more understandable as an investor. But the only thing is, they have VCs, private investors, and they've had them for years. But over the past 4 years, the percentage allocated to the VCs in the private rounds has increased, meaning a lot of these utility tokens are launching with 10% of their tokens in supply and dumping 90% on retail. So memes are a fuck you to retail. We're like, yeah, you can do that. We can launch a dog with a hat and send it to 3 billion. Yeah. So it's like a movement as well. Like, it's not like a movement that's going to change the world. I'm just saying it's a movement.
Most utilities aren't real, are they? Really,
I want to go out
Yeah.
like, I'm going to buy a meme. I'm going to get involved, make a load of money, buy like a meme hat or some shit. Just be out there
100%.
fucking
Yeah, you'd be fine.
gangster.
But like, there's not many
utilities.
utilities that are actually doing what they're saying they're doing. Most of it's just a scam, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's because it's not
100%.
regulated, right? It's just people go, oh, good. It sounds good on paper. It probably could work as a
And they're good
business
at
idea,
marketing.
but yeah, there's putting so much money into marketing. It's because they got. Think about it, if you're investing money, you've got, I don't know, 100k in, and this project's not real. You could put as much as money as you want into marketing, and come on, you could put in 50% of it to get you more money, and it's just a repetitive cycle.
So what does like a day to day look like for you as a trader? And I mean, are you 7 days a week constantly in front of the screen?
I shouldn't be, but I am. I don't need to be, but I am.
Have you got like a setup of like 4 different screens? You literally got a laptop.
Yeah, you
that's
proper,
like
proper.
Yeah, I've got a few. Yeah.
Got a good comfy chair, the lights, the 4 screens, proper trader.
I've got 3 screens. So I've got like the dual screen for like trading, like the 2, and then I've got like a vertical for group chats. It almost looks like an iPhone.
No
just
way.
like
just a big one.
have fun in the group chats. Yeah.
That's quite cool. So are you active in your own group a lot?
Yeah, I'm active all day. All day.
So what's it day to day then? So you just like, are you up early to catch markets, or you just like
up 6 a.m. every morning?
Are you?
Yeah, up 6 a.m. every morning, straight. Literally, I normally do like a stretch or something a bit.
Man, I wouldn't be able to sleep if I've got fucking 150k.
I sleep 8 hours every night. I go to bed around 10 p.m. yeah.
I just have the charts in my head. Like,
Yeah, constantly.
I used to roll out of bed, just check. But yeah, just
So you wake up about 6 a.m.
6 a.m. do like the hour of routine, whether that be exercise. I've been terrible with it since the prices have been going up. But
you're like, fuck it, I don't need to go.
I don't give a shit. Can't you
I'm rich
multitask?
enough.
Can't you do it at the same
I've been
time?
to the gym for 2 months, but yeah, we'll leave that out. But like, yeah, just do a stretch, have like health routine kind of thing, supplements or whatever, then straight to work. I don't mess about. I just sit down, I literally do a bit of admin for like the Twitter page, which I have to do, which I don't like doing, but
Yeah.
and then just straight onto the charts, straight onto what's going on, and just straight to work, finding opportunities, sometimes trading, leverage, just seeing the setups.
Do you have success in that, the leverage stuff?
Yeah, I'm not like the greatest trader on planet Earth, but my risk to reward is decent. I understand risk to reward and odds and probabilities. So as a result of that, if I get one win, it can like cancel out 4 of my losses. I only take setups which favour me from an odds point of view. So yeah. Like profitable, yeah. Just not like the greatest trader the world's ever seen. I can't lie.
Not doing it crazy.
It's not my.
What sort of
forte.
leverage do you usually go at?
And we only like 10x maybe, 10x leverage. I don't sometimes 3x, 10x, I don't 100x.
Yeah.
100x. Try and avoid it.
That's
my memes are
1%,
my
isn't it?
100x leverage.
Yeah.
Just buy them.
They are, in
Just
a way,
going
yeah.
crazy.
let them
That's
run.
mad. I think like, is it? Have you lost your mind to it like a little bit at times? Because
100%.
it's quite easy to probably, obviously getting up at 6 a.m. and stuff's good, but is it quite easy to just slip into a bad kind of routine where?
Oh no, never. No, never.
You've got so much at stake. Like, I would be up constantly.
I'm up at 6.
Yeah.
When I wake up, I sit up like the Undertaker, like that, straight up, straight to work.
Charts.
Just discipline, like 6 a.m., 10 p.m. Since I started, it's been discipline. Even when I ran my Instagram page, I used to be in a chat with 70 other pages who used to like comment on do you know one of those engagement kind of groups?
Yeah.
I literally went anyone around the other day and there's no pages are still going. I'm the only one going.
Really?
Literally, from last cycle. So just every day, even when I got my tonsils ripped out, I was writing a 30,000 word newsletter.
Wow.
Just don't stop.
Just use ChatGPT for those.
I didn't know it existed back then.
Yeah.
Like, that was 2022 roughly.
Yeah, got ya.
But yeah, I don't use it to write it, but I'll use it to structure things, for example. Or if I'm writing a tweet, for example, if I'm helping out on a page to cover one of the guys, I'll go to ChatGPT, is this good? And he'll give me some feedback and I'll be like, no, I don't want it like that, I want it like this. And then we make it work.
What, here's a question. How many times a day do you get asked, is it going to dip back down? Is now the time to buy?
Quite a lot. Yeah, quite a lot, but I kind of like, I've kind of been like big in the chat saying like, stop asking if it's going to dip. It's a risk. Understand your risk appetite. For example, if you're married with 12 kids and you live in like a house and you've got all these bills, you shouldn't be putting half of your net worth into risky coins, into meme coins. But if you're 18 years old, earning a good salary, living at home with your parents, then you can take on more risk. So I try and tell them to understand their risk appetite.
So at this stage of where you think we might be at in the cycle,
It's a bit Bitcoin's price today, by the way, for the listeners.
let me check exact timing.
I'm going to
Could
get
have hit 100.
97,444 is my guess.
If you've nailed it, you definitely looked.
I haven't looked.
97,570,
That's
which
close.
I think
That's good.
is currently all-time high. I know 98,300
Today,
earlier
so
was
98,
all-time high. So hopefully by the time this comes out, it's over 100k.
Good chance.
Ethereum's up 8.3% today. Sol's at 257, up 9.7 today.
Made money.
The all-time high
You're
is
up about
260.
40 grand.
Yeah,
today.
but just by sitting here.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice. It's flying. Oh, Grok. That's the one I've got. The
It's like AI meme thing, isn't it?
yeah. That's up. I'm down though, but it's up today 20%.
Decent.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So where you think we are at in the cycle? Like, what's your advice to people now wanting to get involved?
Get involved now. Don't get involved when everyone else is in 2 months. We're at a stage now where it's starting to get more mainstream heavy. We saw that yesterday with some TikTok memes blowing off. I think a 13-year-old scammed
I
2
see
people
that.
out of 100k, and it's become.
What? How?
He rugged it. He double rugged, didn't he?
Yeah, he
That
created
guy?
2 memes, and on the live stream, he literally just like sold on people and dumped on them.
So he rugged the first one, created another one saying I'm sorry, and then rugged them again. But the ironic thing is, did you see what the fact was? It was like on the first one, people that he sold his thing for like 30k or something.
Yeah.
And then people in response, like retaliation, pumped the coin.
Yeah.
And if he hadn't sold, his thing would have been worth like 1.4 million or whatever.
Yeah.
But obviously, because he sold, dumped it, but then people actually pumped the coin and thought,
Oh,
like,
wow.
fuck you, wish I...
I think they got in contact with his school as well. And he's in a lot of trouble.
He's clever though. I would
Yeah.
fucking give him. Yeah.
13 years old, legend.
But on the stream, he's like that.
yeah, literally. Yeah.
He's pulled the rug, mate. Took 30 grand. And
How's a
got fucked.
13-year-old even thinking about crypto like that?
Is
Like,
it? Is
it's
this
so
guy
mad.
based in the UK or is
US, I think.
Based in the US.
I
I think
I've
he's US
not heard
based.
him. I just see like it all over thing.
You'll have to try and get that up, Harry, and,
I need to
and
see
put
that.
it in.
So what's where do you, in terms of research, where do you get a lot of your research from?
Just goes to the zoo.
Yeah, just go to the zoo. Yeah,
Walks
hang out
around,
at the zoo.
yeah,
Just look around there.
That'll do.
It's nice
Twitter,
elephant.
TikTok, YouTube.
Twitter is the alpha for YouTube's good as well, but I don't really have time for YouTube at the moment. So like Twitter all day, like scanning stuff, having a look.
What are you looking for? Because there's a lot of shit on
Yeah, is there
as well.
pages for you that you follow and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, there's
I
quite a
trust
few
these guys.
pages. Like, yeah, just mainly meme people, honestly. Because for the other stuff, I don't need to do research. I kind of know what's hot and what's not. Just through like every week I write a newsletter, so that automatically keeps me into the market. I've made sure that I write that myself. That's almost like my recap. If I've missed something for the week, I'll write the news and go, that happened. Oh, that happened as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you look at that. But the charts speak volumes. They speak absolute volumes. what I look at for an altcoin strength, whether the altcoin is like a big altcoin, is just its BTC pair chart. For example, like let's say you have ADA/BTC. So you're not measuring it in dollars, you're measuring it in Bitcoin. And if they're not outperforming the index and have had no time of outperforming the index, then they're likely an underperformer for this cycle. And I know that by studying the previous coins that failed, like Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, or I don't know, like Dash stuff, ancient stuff, man, Dino stuff.
So would most of them currently though not be not outperforming, but we're looking for like breakouts now at this stage of the cycle?
Yeah, they're all going to break out eventually, but the leaders and where the gains that I've personally made from now have been by studying the Bitcoin charts.
And that's already outperforming Bitcoin.
Yeah, like Solana, for example, Sui as well. I said the next Solana would be Sui, going around 60 cents. That's roughly, I think it pushed $4.
What did we get in at, Luke?
What's that?
Sui. Did you get in Sui?
SUI.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I definitely got in.
And also I look at like on-chain data, for example, like is the blockchain creating network effects, which in plain English means are there people using this chain? For example, Sui was at 60 cents, yet it had more users than Cardano on their total value locked, daily transactions, daily volume, and it was only under a year old. So I thought to myself, hang on a second, it's creating network effects. I then studied like what are they doing to innovate. I liked what I saw, and then I bought in, so to speak. So,
and then what did you get in at?
60 cents roughly, 60, but anywhere between 60 and 80. I didn't just do one buy with Sui.
I've just checked. I got 86 cents.
Solid.
I got in.
Solid.
And what's it at now?
Just over $3.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
I didn't ape though.
Did you ape?
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, I did.
He's got bollocks.
He's just got balls deep on all of it.
Yeah.
I just start 400 quid in like loads of different coins.
Yeah,
like tons. So I've got loads of underperformers and ones that like Sui. So similar thing.
What's the hottest coins to get in right now? Give us your five or so coins that you'd jump in now.
5 coins that, again, depending on your risk, but I'm going to go a little bit more risky. Let's say you're new to crypto, you've never been in, you want to make serious gains, you don't just want to make a 2, 3, 4x. So if you want to do that, I'd say in the AI category, I like Tau, Bitensor. I like that coin.
TAO.
TAO.
Yeah.
I like Desync. This is like, I think this is alpha. This is going to go a lot higher. Desync Destra Network. I think that does well. And then I would genuinely say everyone should have exposure to memes. But before I go there, I'd say SEI, say. So the way I said, I think Sui's the Solana of this cycle, the 2021 Solana. I think Say is the 2021 Avalanche, and Avalanche used to chase Solana, so I think that's going to happen again.
And have these coins though had big moves
This
already?
is down 50% from all-time highs. They're all down relatively from all-time highs, and none of them are at new all-time highs. And then I would say, after those 3, 2 AI, 1 core, layer 1, I'd say a couple memes. I mean, I would genuinely go for something like, I don't know, Whiff, dog with hat. It's like a safe meme. It's one of those that can maybe 10x, and you're not going to complain with that. And then I'd go into another meme called Mini, which is higher risk. It's like mid-risk. And it's like a viral TikTok banana cat. I think it does well, you know. But again, I sound crazy, but genuinely, this stuff has been outperforming. And
I love it.
You've got to follow the money. You can't just sit there and hope your Dino coin's going to resurrect. It's not the case. We're in a new cycle.
Remove the emotion and just go all in and fucking spooky cats and dogs and
100%. Like, not just that. Like, you want AI as well. I think in crypto, we've never had 2 narratives front run 2 years in a row. So like 2020 was DeFi. They called it DeFi summer. DeFi done the best. 2021 was like NFTs, obviously. Like every celebrity had an NFT. Bieber was buying Bored Ape Yacht Clubs. Yeah. And then 2022 was nothing. Like we're all just crying. Yeah. 2023 again was a bit like, we're kind of coming back. Maybe regulation, like maybe Solana even. But 2024 has been memes. I think 2025 is AI.
Okay, so you think the memes might transition out a bit?
They'll still run, but AI is, based on where they're valued now, AI will give it a run for its money, in my opinion.
You reckon?
I think yeah, definitely. The whole stock market's been run by AI.
What about gaming as well? Because I hear gaming's supposed to be pretty...
Yeah. The only reason I'm more memes than AI is just because, A, they've been outperforming, and B, they're more contemporary with today's world. So I told you the reason for memes, the main thesis, and it's already playing out before our very eyes. With AI, it's more like the stock market has single-handedly made all-time highs, and Nvidia's overtaken Apple as the biggest company in the world because of AI. Literally.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
But the issue, overtaken.
Overtaken at
3.6.
Did you know that?
trillion.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
I'm pretty sure it has, or it's just under, but it did overtake it.
That's mad.
So Nvidia's got a valuation of 3.63 trillion. And then when you go on the stock market, you're like, to get real gains from this AI narrative, what am I going to do? You're like, I can buy Nvidia, Microsoft, Google. But the issue is they're all $1 trillion companies. So what's your return on investment? It's a lot harder for Microsoft to add $3 trillion market cap than it is for, which means market value, than it is for a shitty AI crypto coin to add 30 million. And the whole crypto AI sector combined is 30 billion. But Nvidia's 3 trillion. I'm not saying we're not going to 3 trillion, but what I'm trying to say is
there's potential there.
Crypto will be the only way to get pure beta degen investment to that narrative. It's the only liquid way. We just get on your phone. AI is going to do well. Yeah, go on, I'll have that. Like, that's literally what I think anyway. That's my thesis behind that.
Do you think the AI, sort of what we said earlier, do you think the AI cryptos will actually, many of them will actually deliver on their promises?
No.
It's just buying into
even
the
Memes,
narrative.
no, it's buying into the narrative and knowing when to get out. Or like when you double your money, if you do that quick, maybe take initials out if you're scared, basically. But yeah.
Do you feel like this is the case with every cryptocurrency?
100%. I'd say the only ones, if you said to me right now, Dan, for a decade you have to hold a crypto, I would only hold Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I'd only, not even Solana, not even Ethereum. We've seen how out of favour Ethereum's been just because Solana's doing well. Imagine in 3 years another fast, cool layer one tries to become the new base layer for our internet, and then it's better, so then Solana comes down in popularity. Only Bitcoin for 10 years, that's it. And that's only because you've got like BlackRock, it's digital gold, countries are adopting it, you can't really compete with it.
Why not Ethereum? Well, I mean, Bitcoin makes sense, obviously, but what about Ethereum?
Ethereum at its core is a layer one blockchain, which in plain English means it's the platform. Imagine before the internet existed, you had platforms which web pages were built on. So we don't know anything about the platforms because they're the tech. You don't want to know about that. You just want to get on the website and do your thing. So that's the base layer. Ethereum's a base layer, but the issue is every time you make a transaction on that base layer, it's costing you an arm and a leg to make a transaction.
Yeah, gas fees.
And the funny thing is, they only have like 1 million, 2 million users. I may be wrong on the exact number. Imagine when everyone's nan starts jumping on Ethereum and you've got like 6 billion users like the internet. What's the fee going to be? And they said they're going to solve it, but they're not, because their solution is layer 2 blockchains, which means like you've got this Russian doll model, which isn't seamless. So that's why Solana's outperforming it. Why would you want to trade a meme coin? Just example, we haven't got many use cases in crypto right now, but trading a meme on a blockchain is a use case for now, like the casino. Why would you do a swap into a meme coin on Ethereum when your fee costs more than your investment if you want to put 20 quid in, 50 quid in?
So are all the memes you buy, and because they're obviously on a network, are you mainly going for the soul memes?
Mainly soul memes, because they also drive the most volume. You want to chase where the volume is. So like if you wanted to invest into a country, you'd invest into the US or into where the most capital is, most GDP. So Solana has the most GDP in that term, but I still would buy Ethereum memes because they still have liquidity, and you've got people who don't care, high net worth individuals who don't care about the fees. On that note, I think Bitcoin memes are going to do insane, and they actually exist, believe it or not. They're called Bitcoin runes, and they're going to do insane.
I've not heard that.
Is there no fees really with the Bitcoin memes?
There's fees, but they're not as bad as you'd think.
Not as bad as like ETH.
Bitcoin memes. I didn't even know that was a
They've
thing.
they've evolved the chain a bit, even though it should just be a store of value. But the thing is with Bitcoin maxis, like Michael Saylor and all these guys, they're just so stubborn. They don't want to go to any other blockchain. They're like a cult, a real cult. So when they see the meme thing, they're going to think, yeah, you think you're good on Solana? All right, here's a few mil. We'll whack it on that meme coin. That's what I think is going to happen. It's going to be a status thing. They've got NFTs as well, Bitcoin. They're called ordinals. I think Bitcoin chain would do well. Not because of volume, because volume, but not by... It's not going to have as many users as Solana, but the users aren't going to put 20 quid in. They're going to go in, I think. Big.
Because they've got big
so
bags
are you trying
already,
to get into those now?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I'm in a few now.
And then you just sit and hold with the memes? Or that was the other
With
question.
those I sit and hold, yeah.
Do you sit and hold on memes, or do you wait until literally they're hot and you're literally trying to like ride a wave sort of thing?
I don't really ride. The way I do it's a bit different to the way the usual person does it. So the usual person will look for a hot narrative, and I do it sometimes, but I always bloody lose when I do this. I always lose when I do this. So like, there's a hot narrative, TikTok yesterday. I bought 2 TikTok coins. They literally went to zero because I'm a 26-year-old bloke. I don't spend time on TikTok. I don't even have a TikTok account. So I'm bloody useless. So I'm better off sitting down with my 13-year-old brother, and he'd be able to make more money than me in that. A. And B, when you have these narratives that come in a day, it's very PvP. You can make money. You can hit a home run. That's why I still do it. But I like looking at charts which went up big on a meme, then crashed because the developer sold. And then you're seeing a little bit, when you zoom out the chart, a little bit of progress. And the meme has to have overcome a lot of 80% dips. That shows me it's resilient. It shows me that it was destined to go down, but it said, no, I'm not going down. So that's what I look for, to be honest with you. With obviously a compelling narrative as well. But,
Well, the narrative usually like just something they stand for, basically.
Yeah, narrative just means like what's the story behind it. So like, what's the sector really? Think about it. Do you know like normal crypto? You got layer ones, AI, DeFi, NFTs. In memes, you've got sectors. You've got, it sounds so stupid. I can't believe we're talking about this.
Dogs,
about finance.
bananas.
Dogs, cats.
Donald Trump.
AI memes, political memes.
So what's the best narrative memes,
I think there's...
would you say, at the sec?
Tough. It depends on the exact meme, but I'd say the three things which are the most underpriced is cats. Right now, dog memes, I think, are roughly like 80 billion. Cats are like, I think, 4 billion. So you're going to get a cat that becomes the Doge of cats, but not because it means anything, not because I care about it. It's just a case of people are going to think, oh, what about the Doge of cats? And they're going to run it.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to think how people are going to think.
Just psychological, isn't it?
Yeah,
really?
and if we're onboarding TikTok this cycle, that's how they think. All they've ever known their whole life is internet culture. So you follow the money. So cats, AI memes are insane. Have you heard about the story of Truth Terminal?
No.
Oh my God. So I may be getting this slightly wrong. This happened around a month and a half ago. This is insane. So there's a guy called Mark Andreessen. He's like an entrepreneur. He I think him or someone else that he's with created an AI bot, and they trained it based on Reddit, crypto, Twitter, the large language model, based on like basically making it a crypto bro, a crypto degen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this AI thing started getting in group chats. They deployed it on Discord and was literally finessing everyone out of money who were willing to send them money, pretending it was going to launch a project. Then what they done after that was it started earning Bitcoin. Then after that, they put it in a group chat with other large language models, and they created a religion called like the Goatsy of Gospel or something crazy. The AI created this religion, and then they asked for a token to be created. Someone created a token of GOAT. It's worth $1 billion, the token. It's GOAT. The ticker is GOAT. And now Truth Terminal, the AI agent bot, is the first AI agent millionaire in history. They airdrop them some tokens. And it's saying, I want more money, pump the charts. And it posts every day on Twitter. And to be honest, they're better than me at tweeting. It's alpha. It's absolute alpha.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So it's a robot that's making all this money.
Yeah, essentially from the coin going up. So like they airdrop like the coin.
Someone owns that.
Someone started the coin, but it's like a community thing. They've done it for Truth Terminal. So it's not, when you look at like the percent held, it's not like a... It got a Binance listing, a Perps listing. It's like legit now. Yeah.
That's crazy, mate.
And how big... Everyone always wants, obviously, tier one listing, Binance, etc.
Yeah.
How big an impact is it for these memes when it gets a Binance listing?
I've got a horrible story.
Go on.
So I got into a meme called ACT. It's an AI meme, ACT. And it was a $1 million market cap. I bought in, I put in around 5K, 10x to 50K. Then it dumped hard, so I took out at 10K. I got worried, and this is why I'm not selling the Panda, right? So, I'm not selling the Panda. So I was worried, I took out. And then what happened was, it kind of went up to 20 million market cap. No, it peaked with me at 40, went down to like lower, then it went to 20. Binance randomly announced a listing for it. It's now 600 million market cap. And it done a 30x in one day. And if I held that, it would have been worth 7 figures.
Can you explain why market cap is important?
Yeah, so what market cap means, is number of tokens multiplied by price of token. So you see a coin like Shiba Inu, it's got 0.0000000 forever 01 at the end, because there's like 24 trillion tokens or whatever. The reason why that will never reach $1 is because the amount of tokens, because you multiply the number of tokens by the price of the token. So if Shiba Inu was $1, the market cap, the value of the company would be 425 trillion, and there's not even that much value in the Earth's crust.
Got ya.
So that's why that can't happen. But retail fall into that trap. They done it last cycle. 0.001, it hits $1, I'm going to be a millionaire, and they put in 20 quid. You need to understand market cap. The lower the market cap, the higher the risk, but the higher the potential reward. And the higher the market cap, the lower the risk, but the lower the potential reward.
That's crazy. You could have made a lot of money then, right?
I was still just thinking.
She got in at one. She got in at 1 mil and it went to 600.
600. It would have been 600x, I believe.
600x times 5k.
I believe so.
That's 3 mil, isn't it?
Is that 3 mil?
But so the thing with these coins, like right now, and if we're talking risk, right, is
3 mil. Yeah, I've paper-handed 3 mil.
3 mil.
I do know that much. I might shed a tear. But yeah.
Cheers.
I just ruined his day now, Luke.
That'll be alright.
the only thing is, my concern is last cycle, everyone was thinking that, like you said, only 10% of people made money, because everyone was thinking, I can't remember the months, but everyone was thinking, let's say it was going to be, people saying it'd probably be August, it might be later. I'm definitely getting out like April or May just because I'm playing it safe. And then next thing in January, it's fucking done. So it was like way before. Like, if that same sort of thing happens now and you're in those coins, they're probably never going to recover. Solana and stuff, fine. But the other ones, you're not going to recover.
100%,
right?
yeah.
So are you not just at a risk of, last time you went from $250,000 down to 25, are you not at risk of just making the same mistake again, but on bigger numbers?
Outside of crypto, I'm a lot more secure than I was back then, A. And B, no one knows everything. If there was World War III tomorrow, then obviously the market would nuke, for example. But I use charts and indicators. I don't look at a month to choose when to get out. I look at charts and indicators based on history. Right now, we just broke all-time high in total. And total is a chart that shows the whole crypto market cap combined, the whole value of the crypto market. The all-time high in 2021 was 3 trillion. We just broke that today. The last time we just broke an all-time high from a previous cycle was December 2020. Another thing, I look at a website, you should go on it, cbbi.org or something, CBBI, I'll show you after, CBBI, and whenever this goes to high 90s, it's 8 combined Bitcoin sentiment indicators. Whenever it goes to high 90s on the reading, it's marked a top in every cycle in history. Right now we're at 70. In April we're at 84. Google searches, another thing, is a sentiment indicator. Google searches, they're not as high as April. And April was when we topped even recently this year, yet alone last cycle.
We like the mini top this year?
Yeah, the mini top. So we're not even above the mini top. So if this is the real deal, then we're going higher. Another thing, Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance can be higher this cycle. Bitcoin dominance means what percent of the whole crypto market does Bitcoin make up? Normally when we break below 50%, you get a thing we call alt season, where all the other coins go ballistic. Right now it's at 60%. It's at cycle highs. Even if we don't go below 50, I'm not asking for the world. I'm just saying we're in a pure Bitcoin dominant market, which is the exact same, again, as 2020. Another thing, Ethereum hasn't broken an all-time high. Solana hasn't even broken. We're $3 below an all-time high for Solana. Not even at an all-time high. Like, I feel like, and even other charts, Total 2, that's when you get the whole crypto market cap minus Bitcoin, shows you a bit more about alts. Total 3 is like the whole market cap of crypto minus Bitcoin and Ethereum, just pure altcoins. It's nowhere near all-time highs. And when I done the percents the other day, it's the exact same as 2020.
And what was 2020? Where was
the
that?
price of Bitcoin was roughly pushing 30k. And
what is that, when we was coming near the top, or?
No, it was when the fund was just about to start.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are we there?
I believe so.
What would your best guess be for when this cycle ends?
Depends how crazy it gets quick. If we break 100k tomorrow, and then you see retail come in, all this crazy stuff, your Uber driver, your barber, everyone around you's talking about it, and all the charts are...
Donald Trump coming in January, do you think that has a big impact?
I think it's already priced in. Market's always forward looking. But I think if it goes crazy from now, we've probably got 3 months. Best case, we've got 6 months. But I'm not...
Do you think there's a worst case we got a month? Without a World War III.
Joe's looking to get out already.
I'm just trying to be cautious, innit? I wanted it, you know.
I
don't mean a World War III, but just in...
Well, even the only things that, in my opinion, that can make that happen, but again, I could be wrong. Anyone could be wrong. I'm a human being.
Yeah.
I don't know everything, but so far I've done all right. So I think recession or World War. But for recession, you need 2 negative quarters of GDP. So by the time they release the 2 negative quarters of GDP, it's too fucking late.
We had that last year anyway, innit?
Yeah, we did.
But that's the UK, not the US.
No, the US though.
I
look at the US.
Yeah.
The US is much more.
Because the US is the S&P 500. And if the S&P 500 comes down, then all hell breaks loose.
That's all-time highs, isn't it? Nasdaq's
thing is, China, if they do unban... China last time was just playing games. I'm sure they must have been accumulating at mass amounts.
With VPNs, yeah.
Yeah, because they were just... moving mad. No, I mean like China as a country, because every time it was a crash, it's China said they're going to ban it, and they kept not doing it, and then it's up down, just manipulating the market. If they unban it, that's massive.
But Elon's got a fucking massive pull.
Yeah,
he does.
On everything now. What was it Luke was saying the other day? Department of
Department of Government Efficiency.
That's named after Doge, isn't it?
Yeah,
and they're just memeing the life out of it.
Another one he done recently was Peanut the squirrel. So there's a TikTok famous squirrel. And I think some governing body came in to put the squirrel down because it was an illegal pet in America.
Oh, that's what they were talking about in the podcast. I was confused.
Yes, it was someone's pet squirrel, I think, and you weren't allowed to have it as a pet or something. And I think they sedated the squirrel and it died, something like that. As a result of that, Elon Musk and Trump were saying it's disgusting they've done that leading up to the campaign. The meme coin launched 2 billion. Oh, and Elon retweeted stuff, justice for Peanut, Peanut saved America. And then every time he said that, it was boom, Binance listed it.
Yeah, I saw.
No way, you got Binance listing.
You got spot listing though, didn't you? You have 2 types of listings with memes or crypto. Futures listing, which is like the charts, you can trade the charts and that helps with volume. But spot listing is when you put the actual coin on, and that is the big one. When you get spot listing, you're like, yeah, Peanut got a spot listing. just being a dead squirrel.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, sweet peanut.
So do you know why they killed the squirrel?
I don't know the exact reason. I just saw the
Luke's
article.
more concerned about the squirrel than
Because they were talking about the podcast. They were talking about it for a while on the podcast. I'm talking like
that's
about a good
joke.
10 minutes they were talking about it on the podcast. And I'm thinking, what is this squirrel about? Why are they killing the squirrel?
they
And
killed
they
the
were
squirrel.
talking about
What
it.
podcast is it?
Joe Rogan.
Oh, it's a Joe Rogan one. Oh, and Elon.
Musk and Donald Trump, the other one.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
10
talking
minutes
about
about the
why they go in and kill the squirrel. Like, didn't need to go in and kill the squirrel. Why are you going to kill the squirrel? What's the squirrel ever done to them? But it's going on about it for time. Now it has a little bit more.
Now it's just
Yeah.
pumping.
Pumping, yes, doing its thing.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, it's bad though, because in the meme meta then went to dead animals, and people were looking for dead animals to buy, like to run up. It's dangerous. Like, yeah, trenches.
Where
Terrible.
do you
well,
buy
EastEnders.
buy the memes? Is it still, because I've not bought in this cycle any, is it still like MetaMask and then you have to go on to like PancakeSwap and all that sort of stuff?
Similar, but you need a Phantom wallet, which is like PHANTOM. Phantom wallet. That's the Solana version of MetaMask.
What about the Soul wallet? I got Soulflare.
And then
that
where
does the same thing.
and then where do you buy it on? Do you have to connect?
So
to
you'll
something?
send Solana from your exchange to the Phantom wallet.
Yeah.
Then you can either
So
go on
Soulflare is fine
yeah,
as well as
perfectly
Phantom.
fine,
Yeah.
perfectly fine. Then you go on like a swap. There's like a swap like logo. You can click on the swap logo, swap straight away.
Oh, straight in the wallet.
Yeah, or you can you go on the web browser for lower fees, and you go on Radium, which is a website, or Jupiter.ag, I think, and then you just swap there. They're like the uni swaps of Solana, so
Okay.
the decentralized exchanges where you swap.
Yeah, similar to what you described last
yeah.
time.
The exact same as what you done. Like
That was for
like,
ETH though, mainly.
PancakeSwap.
just with
yeah.
no fees, bro.
Swap,
Just
yeah.
with no fees. It's the only difference.
No fees.
Very low fees.
Oh, very low
Very
fees.
low, like
That's why people have
pennies.
moved from ETH to Sol.
And with the memes, how do you find exiting? Can you get out of these?
Yeah,
With,
you
like,
can.
Is the liquidity there?
You check before, so like there's an app called Dex Screener. That's good to like look for memes. It's probably the best app that I use to look for memes. But yeah, like most of the time, unless you've gone like 300k into a 300k market cap coin, you can sell.
What's your, over the last, let's say, 3 months where memes have really been pumping? I know you said this week you done is it 8 2 hit or 6 and 2 hit?
Sorry, what was that?
So over the last week you said that you done.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
What was it, 8 or 6?
6 went to like 0 and 2 came off basically.
Fine. So then over the last, like, say 3 months, how have you been consistently weekly? Like, have you had some weeks where it's just complete losses?
Some weeks I don't even trade them. Right, it's not like I'm doing it every day, because otherwise you just round trip. You need time off. Like, I've only started picking up again this week, to be honest. The Panda was my first trade for a while, actually. Like, I meme trade for a while. Yeah.
What about Christmas? Will there be Christmas memes popping off?
Seasonality doesn't tend to work. It's more like unexpected stuff, like animals or like, yeah, it's not really like that. Like even Halloween meta done nothing.
It's like relative to the news and what's going on really, and like trend is what you're saying. TikTok fucking trends. What people are
TikTok,
talking about.
like basically internet culture or something that's just like, I guess, funny and outrageous. It's very hard to pick. Like, but one winner, like I said, can cancel out 50 losers.
You just want the one winner.
That's all you
quick.
need. But for the
You
cycle,
don't-
that's all
do
you
know what I
need.
mean? You
Genuinely.
just need it early, and then you're free to play the game properly. Whereas if you have to chase it and you're like 10 memes in, you've not won anything.
Yeah, you're 10 bags down.
Yeah, and then it's like, fuck.
Yeah. I don't recommend people to like literally go in like and just put all their money on meme coins. I don't. But like I said, as a substitute, if someone who's like watching like bets on football, for example, instead of doing an accumulator that you're going to lose, you're better off genuinely just putting it into the meme coin casino. Maybe like, yeah.
Is there a figure in your head where you're like, once I get here, I'm pulling all out and I'm done?
It's tough to say because I'm mainly doing it emotionless based on what I think on the charts. But 8 figures would be very tempting. Yeah, 8 figures would be very tempting. Like to get out, no matter what. To be honest.
What would you like? What's the exit strategy when it comes to crypto? With all, I don't know what the updated tax things are. You gonna have to fuck off to Dubai to get it all out, or
Yeah, there's ways. There's ways in terms of Dubai. Obviously, that's probably the most like crypto friendly. I think they even accept like property and crypto.
Yeah.
So I've been talking with people to get set up, but still, I don't know yet. I've got that option there. It's just a case of when I was watching the capital gains tax for the UK, I thought they'd bring it to 38%, and it was 24 in the end. It's still not nice. You don't want to pay 24% at all. Like, but yeah,
that's a lot,
my friendly advice to people is you obviously you got to pay your taxes basically, or find a solution in somewhere like Dubai or Portugal, which are more tax friendly. But in reality, in 2027, I think the HMRC have like an operation in the UK where they'll literally track everything on the blockchain, just fine you, prosecute you. Like, you just got to be careful. That's all I'd say. If you're taking out big amounts, just be careful. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
What do you, just talking on your group chat and stuff like that, your socials, where can people join that or find you? Or
Yeah, just anywhere at the investor side on Instagram, and then you just see everything there. Like, yeah, access to everything, Telegram chat.
What do you do? Newsletter, weekly newsletter?
Yeah, weekly
Is
newsletter.
that just like a general overview of the market or diving into certain coins?
So it's mainly general overview of the market. It's TradFi, stocks and crypto, and then my portfolios.
What's TradFi?
Like traditional finance, just like you know, government stuff, like interest rates, like CPI inflation, like all that stuff. Then yeah, stocks, Wall Street, and then crypto, and then you'll see like my portfolio at the end, and I talk about just a little message at the bottom. Nothing. I don't put myself out on them too much.
Do you do much in stocks and all that as well? And for anything on Forex or anything like that? You don't touch those. You're just.
I started by getting into Forex, but that was one thing that kept me up all night. So I just stopped.
Yeah.
It didn't sit well with me because.
What's your sort of trading strategy on the charts? A little bit more technical side.
More technical side. It's more like if I have a certain amount of confluences, it's like most traders. That all line up, then I'll take the trade.
What do you look for?
So like I look for like support, resistance, obviously, Fibonacci tool, like if it's at the 0.18 or like the 0.382, EMAs, moving averages, use like the 200, the 21 and the 50. So mainly just a few of those. Like quite simple though, like trend trading. I don't day trade, it's more like trend.
Yeah.
A swing trader. Swing trading. Yeah, swing trading. And with crypto, it's kind of easy to trade if you know not where the market's heading literally, and you can get liquidated a lot, but support and resistance gets respected quite well in crypto, so it's a bit easier than Forex in a way, even though support and resistance is big in everything. But
how long would you usually hold a trade for that you're trading?
Depends, maybe like a few days. I don't like doing longer than a week because I usually get married.
What do you risk? What's your stop losses at?
It really depends, but I like my risk to reward. It has to be over 2 every time or it's not worth it. But I like 3s, 4s, 5s. I like it in a case where I could be wrong 4 times and then be right once and break even. Yeah. That's kind of what I like. That's how I like. I feel more comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
But I don't do it like every day. Like I'll just pick up setups, for example, and then go from there.
So obviously for, let's say someone now is looking to get into it, they're looking to buy now, still get a bit of this cycle. They're not going to understand or be able to look at charts all the time. Like you're saying, that's your exit strategy. Yep. I'm monitoring charts every day. So for them, how do they know when's the right time to get out?
Yeah, good question. So like there's 3 ways to really do it. The first way is go online, find the right online mentor, which could be very difficult. That's what I done. And the second one is you make a load of mistakes and you get better in future, which again I done. So normally point 1 leads to point 2. The third is finding a community to join with people that have been through it. So you want people that have genuinely been through it, and it's tough to find. But when people have been through certain stuff, they'll try and make sure that you don't go through the same. And certain groups that, or like group chat subscriptions that offer an exit strategy. And it might not always be right, but it's good to look at a different perspective. You might want to take out earlier. You might even want to take out later and make a mistake, or you might want to take out later and outperform them. But you always need a guidance of someone else. And it's quite difficult to get in this market. It's quite difficult to get, especially if none of your friends are in it. Yeah. You're brand new, you don't know what to do. You're like, what's a Bitcoin? Join a group, like invest into it. Like,
how do you know which one to join? Because there's so many now, and there's so many of these, like, I guess there's so many popping up.
Yeah.
And it's hard to know like which one to join. So like, what would you?
I'm just going to be really biased and say join mine. Join mine. It's not my full-time main thing. Like I make, believe it or not, more money from the ghostwriting. So it's something that I kind of do for pleasure, just to try and get people out. And it's not all like sunshine and roses. I'm not saying, oh yeah, just do it. Like I'll do it for free otherwise. But yeah, I think join mine at the investor side on Instagram. You could find the link there. Yeah.
What if people are looking around, right, and they want to maybe look at you and then look at other people, what should they look out for not to go with?
People who go, I'll get you a guaranteed one, promising returns, essentially. If people promise you returns, they're liars. That's pretty much it. You can't promise a return. Scam. Yeah, marketing scam. Like if people are going in straight away, like I can get you 100x straight away, then they probably need the money for the subscription more than they need the money for their portfolio. That's the truth. Yeah. People who are honest, people who have been through stuff, people who are relatable. I can't say that I'm relatable, it's down to the person. But yeah, someone you connect with and relate to. And then if it's not right for you, then you can leave. Don't tie yourself in for like big fees. Maybe just do it, try a month. And if you like it, go from there.
At the end of the day, yours is 30 quid a month. And if you're going to be investing your money into the market, then 100%.
Me and Lukey have been paying £100 a month for the last 18 months.
Yeah,
each.
it's definitely
There's £200 a month between us.
definitely worth it. So go check
sure.
out Dan's Telegram.
So I know like a lot of people talk about like ETFs at the moment.
Yep.
Right. Can you just talk a bit more about them?
Absolutely. So in years, for years, big asset managers like BlackRock, Fidelity, they've had ETFs, exchange traded funds. And when you have a spot ETF, there are two types. A spot ETF is where you have to physically buy the asset to back the index. All they are is indexes. So if you buy a Bitcoin ETF in the stock market, you're just getting Wall Street exposure, stock exposure to Bitcoin. Not the physical Bitcoin, but BlackRock is storing that physical Bitcoin for you. So it's almost like if we're in a tangible world, not a digital world, you'd have a ticket saying you own a bit of Bitcoin basically through the ETF. So recently in January, we had a Bitcoin ETF for the first time ever. And already the ETF has more assets under management, which means it's doing better than the gold ETF, BlackRock's gold ETF in history. So BlackRock's gold ETF's been going since 2005. What Bitcoin's done in 10 months is more than all of gold's in history. So yeah, there's real demand for it. And even now, think about this logically speaking, BlackRock are smarter than all of us put together, right? Mm-hmm. They see Bitcoin as their biggest asset, their biggest new ETF ever. So what do they go and do? They then went for an Ethereum ETF. And what are they going to do next? They're going to go for a Solana ETF. And if things do, and this is just a bit of a prediction here, if things go really bloody crazy, we may even see a Dogecoin ETF. And you're going to think I'm a nutter, but genuinely, we may. If they really want to catch on to the mania, they will. They'll see what makes the money. That'd probably be a top signal, by the way.
What's the benefit of buying the ETF? Like, why should someone buy it?
Some people don't want to store their physical crypto. Like, you've got to think of this. We're a generation, we've been brought up on our iPhones. We're quite savvy on our phones. We do a lot of business on our phones. We promote, we custodize our assets or whatever. 62-year-old baby boomers don't want to do that. They don't want to get on their iPhone and go on MetaMask and swap about.
Yeah,
and high net worth individuals, they don't have time for that.
Is there any downside to the ETF? They take
the only downside is, there's really small fees though. It's like 0.00. Like BlackRock's are small, They're not crazy fees. They take a fee, but I'd say the downside is you don't physically own it. And one of the beauties of Bitcoin is you can custodize, you could be your own bank basically.
Decentralized, yeah.
It's decentralized, you can be your own bank. And you got to remember when Bitcoin was created in 2008 after the financial crisis. And that was a time where everyone lost faith in the banks. Lehman Brothers, the 6th largest asset bank in America, collapsed. People lost faith. And if the Fed, the central bank, didn't print so much money, we would have gone through a Great Depression 2.0. It's only because they found a new strategy called quantitative easing, which is you're just printing at unprecedented levels digitally. And that's why we have these 4-year cycles basically. But yeah, I went a bit off track. It's a case of, I'd rather hold physical Bitcoin, but if my granddad, he's 90 by the way, he wouldn't ask.
It's easier to purchase it, and you still make the same amount of money really though.
It tracks the index. I think physical Bitcoin might do slightly better, but yeah,
there or thereabouts.
It tracks Bitcoin, so you'll get the downside with it and the upside with it.
Have you got any of your family like involved, and you're telling them you're buying like dogs of hats and peanuts?
Yeah, I do say it. I do tell them. I do tell them.
Mad at it.
I do tell them obviously. Yeah, like the Panda, you got to tell them. It'd be rude not to. But only my younger brother, who's 10 years younger than me, he kind of gets involved. I started my crypto account a while ago. I think I put in roughly 300. He had like birthday money from relatives, and he ran it up to like 3k already.
Really?
So,
He's 13.
3k.
So he's sitting at 3k now.
He's sitting on 3k, and he's
10x.
This brother, he's turning 16. Or
16. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he doesn't work or anything, and he's just got like 3k. I said, if we could get to a deposit for a flat or a house, even 15, 20k,
that's amazing.
We'll take it out.
Yeah.
Try and be responsible with him. And I don't put him in the Panda memes. I'm like,
It will get to like 25k, you see a Panda coming up, fuck it, mate.
yeah,
do
you know what, mate? Go on, son.
Let's change your life right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, literally.
mate.
But
That's
apart from that, no one else really gets involved in it. Like my brother's a bricklayer. Like he doesn't really.
Do they know how much money you've made though?
Yeah, but they just don't do it. I think they're like, it's risky. They've seen my hard days as well, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like when they start getting asking you about it, that's when you need
It
to
will be
settle,
as you're
right?
drawing.
Yeah, dump my bags. Yeah, get into this one. No, I'm joking.
Rug.
That's
Oh,
jokes.
mate.
And then how about like your friends and stuff? Obviously, that's your family. Would you say like your friends, they approach you a lot with it? Are you helping friends out, or friends just like that?
Yeah, no, I do help friends out. Yeah. So one of my friends was really skeptical and would make a joke about it every now and then, just because he wasn't allocated and he was missing out on the gains, as they do. They can be right buggers sometimes. But I just went to him, listen, mate, you have to get in now. And if you don't get in now, you're really going to regret it. And you're getting too late like last time. And I literally just laid him out like a deck chair, and then he just got in. Yeah. But yeah.
Mate, fair play.
And like a few of my mates, they're in. Yeah. A few aren't. A few are in. and I'll just just try and help them out. Yeah.
So if you had, I don't know, what number shall we pick? 10k as a nice number. 10k, 20k.
Yeah, 10k.
10k. If you had 10k now,
yeah.
Tell me the portfolio.
Okay. So the way I would do it, I'd split it into 3 parts. So I'd do 33%, so a third in like new layer ones, like something like SUI and SAY, for example, or even like if you didn't want SUI because it's run FTM or SAY, and we can talk about that a bit later. And then I'd go with AI. I'd go Desync, Destra Network, and Tau, Bitensor.
Is this still in that first 33%?
That's the second third. That's the AI.
Okay.
So you've got like maybe 2 here. You can even do 3.
Yeah.
All right, let's do 3 for argument's sake. Let's start again. So 10k, yeah? If I had 10k to invest in crypto, I'd go 33% into new layer ones. And I'd choose SUI, Phantom, and SAY. So SUI, FTM, SEI. That's the first sector. That's for layer 1 blockchains that are new. Second sector, I'd choose 3 AI projects. And the 3 I would choose from the top of my head is Tau, TAO. I'd choose Desync. And then I'd also maybe choose something like Nosana, NOS. It's an AI project on Solana. That's the second sector. Thirdly, then I'd go memes. And with memes, I'd probably hold more than 3. But if we're going basic and safer memes, I'd probably go into something like WIF, Dog with Hat, WIF. Then I'd go into PopCat. And then I'd also probably go into a meme coin called Mini, which I think is like your riskiest play. So maybe put a bit less in. But that could potentially go like anywhere between 20 and 40x if things really take off. So that's how I'd probably construct it on a basic level.
All right.
Yeah.
And then give us a couple more bonus meme or AI ones as they're the ones you've drawn to.
There's a meme coin called, it's quite risky again, but it's called Memes AI. I just feel like if memes and AI are doing well, the name just suits the narrative.
That one.
Sounds stupid. It's literally.
But that's how you got to think.
That's how you got to think. Like,
Joe's getting this phone out
memes
already.
AI,
Where do I buy?
yeah, literally.
Phantom.
Yeah, there's a load. There's so many out there. I hold quite a few. I hold like I think 30 plus projects.
So you posted in your group every day with trades?
Every day with trades when I take them. Sometimes the group just shield trades. We had a guy just pick a dog, a dog coin. He's done 20x and he just took out.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes they do it themselves. So
Nice.
I'm sure you get asked this question a lot,
Yep.
but this will be probably the final question. What's your prediction for Bitcoin?
cool. So for this cycle, realistically, I think we're probably going to top around 150k, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you add half of Bitcoin's market cap now to the market, it's probably like another trillion market cap. And I think the whole total crypto market cap will top around 6 trillion.
What are we at now?
3.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, but I think Bitcoin 150k, that lines up with a lot of my charts, and just that's what I believe anyway. Could we go higher? Yes, we've got ETFs, but you always want to think lower, and you want to go under the predictions you see online, because the ones online are normally overshot.
Because we got told 100k lows on the last
cycle,
run,
right? Yeah.
Everyone's like, it's going to 100, going
Exactly.
to 100, going to 100, going
It's
to
never
100. What did it
perfect.
go to? The highest?
Got
80,
told
75?
when Tesla bought, but not if they sold, didn't it?
Yeah.
Tesla bought loads, it just ran it up.
Yeah, that was it.
The biggest issue is people come to crypto and they think of fairy tale beautiful numbers. They think it's all going to be perfect. Like last time we were like 5 trillion market cap, we hit 3. Last time I said ETH to 10k, Ethereum went to like more like 5k. Everyone's like Solana to $1,000, it went to 260. Cardano to 10, it went to 3.
It's psychology though, really, isn't
It's
it?
psychology, but it never reaches those levels unless you're in a mad
It's
cycle.
probably the whales.
The whales
that
create
that
they should,
create
I
that
think so, yeah.
narrative
To pump their
to
bags,
pump
so
it,
100%.
and then they just.
Yeah.
They know
Out
that.
we
They
go.
know exactly when they're going to do it.
One
Full out,
big
really.
number that we're getting at the moment, one big number is 10 trillion on total market cap. Everyone's saying it, every big whale. That's why I'll be probably taking everything out at 6 if the market looks a bit overheated, to be honest. That's a guideline. But yeah, 150k probably for Bitcoin, yeah.
What causes the market? Sorry, one more.
Go
What
on,
causes
go
the market to crash? Because like last time, it just got to a certain point and just bang.
It's just the same as everything. It's when you run out of buyers, you're going to have sellers in the end. So like, it's just the cycle of all markets. It's buys versus sells. It's just psychology in the markets. If there's a war and people are going through tough times and interest rates are high, then the borrowing costs are up and you get more money for saving anyway. So why would you want to just go balls deep in a meme coin?
So,
yeah.
so historically, because I know what happened last cycle, I don't know necessarily on the ones before. Is it always? Are we likely to see it a big like top drop back up to obviously not hit the same level? I don't know. Let's say it was 150, drops to 100 or something, and then back to sort of your 130, where people think, oh,
Probably.
it's going higher.
Probably.
Dead cat bounce.
Yeah, you normally get those, but I'd say more I'd say last cycle on the way up though, we also got loads of 30% drops, then made new highs.
Yeah.
I think 20% is the new 30% because we've got ETFs. So I think 20%, Bitcoin will go down, everyone will be like, oh, it's over, boom, 20%. And when no one's saying it's over, when no one's being careful, that's the top, basically.
Nice. That's how we end it.
Yeah.
Love
Appreciate
that.
you
That
coming
was
on.
so good, bro.